Hello and welcome to Dad Got This. We're answering tough questions like, how does the new Typhur Sync air fryer compare to the Typhur Dome 2? And how do chickens stay fit? That second one's easy. They exercise. I want to thank Typhur for sponsoring this video and providing me these units to go ahead and test. This is the new Typhur Sync, and they say it is the first air fryer with a wireless probe thermometer built in. I absolutely love probe thermometers. I feel like they are the #1 way for you to improve your cooking as a home chef. So having it built into an air fryer is really nice. That doesn't mean it's the first one that works with a wireless thermometer. This is the Typhur Dome 2. It works with their Gold Series thermometers. If you want to know more information about that, I've already done a full review on this and that feature. I'll throw links to those videos in the description. So they will basically both do all of your standard air fryer things. However, that's probably where the comparison ends. This unit has two heating elements. It has a heating element at the top and a heating element at the bottom. That bottom heating element will really help you make crusts on steaks, helps you cook pizzas with a nice bottom cooked crust. It does quite a bit of fun things. This one is your standard air fryer with the heating element at the top. The other absolutely major difference I can show you between these two units is size. This is the air fry basket for the Dome 2. You get about 2 inches of height in there. That's pretty much it. So it's not really suited for doing things like large chunks of meats like roast. The Sync, on the other hand, has a gigantic air fry basket. 5 inches in height. You can fit some big things in here. Another huge difference between these two items is the cost. The Dome 2 costs about $350, and that does not come with the probe. If you want a probe, you can get a single unit for about $70. So you're at like $420 all in on your air fryer. This big fella over here goes for $220 and comes with the probe. So it is a great value when compared to the Dome 2. Really, the standout feature on this thing is the fact that you can cook a whole chicken in it. And it does it all auto-magically. Literally, you stick the probe in, tell it you have a chicken, and it just does everything for you. That sounds very convenient to me. So let's test that. Let's make some chicken. This is a 5-pound chicken. Take it out of the bag, and you want to pat it dry. You want to get as much moisture off it as you can. That is going to help with crispy skin. Set this aside for a second. We're just doing a simple herb roasted chicken. I'm going to take an onion here, and we're just going to quarter it. And we're going to use this to stuff inside the chicken. Now, if I had a lemon, I would also do that, but unfortunately I ran out. This would not be a Dad Got This recipe unless I used garlic. An absurd amount of garlic. And we're just going to crush it. Garlic. This is some fresh basil from our garden. Use any fresh herb you like. You can use dry herbs if you can't get your hands on fresh. Just kind of pulling most of the leaves off. Trying to get the big thick stems out of this section. We can leave some for the rest. We're just going to ball those up. This is some rosemary. Same thing. Keeping the woody stuff out. 4 tablespoons of softened butter, to which we will add our rosemary, our basil, and why not? Let's just dice up a few of these to a really tiny mince. We're gonna add some salt, roughly a teaspoon. Because I did use unsalted butter. If you have salted butter, skip that. A little bit of black pepper, splash of herbs de Provence. I want this very herby. A little bit of dad dust, recipe in the description. 50% granulated garlic, 50% granulated onion, splash of MSG. And because I don't have my lemon, I'm gonna hit it with some lemon juice, maybe a teaspoon. And now we just turn this into a paste. A nice herby, garlicky, buttery paste. Let us bring our chicken back. And like I said, inside said chicken, I'm gonna season it a little. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, splash my dad dust. And now we're gonna jam some of this onion in there. We're gonna put the rest of this basil in there, our rosemary, can't forget our garlic, much more of the onion as we can get in there. And because it doesn't have any lemon, I'm gonna hit it with a splash of lemon juice. Now we are gonna put our butter under the skin. This is gonna make a big difference in the texture of the skin, how well it gets crispy by separating like this. It just does something to it. I don't know all the science, but it breaks up things and the skin just gets crispier if you separate it like this first. All right, we're gonna take that. We're gonna take a bunch of this butter. Inside that pocket that we just made, we are gonna put butter, a lot of it. Stuff it down in there. Get it on the sides, get it everywhere, like so. The rest of this butter, we can rub the rest of the chicken with. You really wanna let the heat of your hands kind of melt the butter a little bit, rub it all over, legs, wings, get everybody, make everybody all slippery. Gloves are great. Now we're gonna wanna season up the outside. A little bit of dad dust, a little bit more salt, black pepper, more of our dried herbs. Then you want to flip this guy, do the same on the other side. Now is probably a good time to also trust this bird. I'm terrible at this part. At this point, you can go straight to the air fryer. But I like to take it, put it in a refrigerator, uncovered overnight, and it's gonna dry out the skin. All the seasonings are gonna penetrate. It's kind of like dry brining the bird. It's gonna be a much better bird. So that's what I am going to do. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is the next day, and it is time to put our chicken in the air fryer. Basket. They say to start breast side down because we're gonna flip and end breast side up. So, boom. I should have put the thermometer in first. Turn the unit on and grab the thermometer. And we wanna go into the thickest part of the breast. That should work. As you can see, it has already registered the temperature of the chicken. Back into the air fry basket. Into the air fryer. And then you hold preset for 3 seconds, goes into the whole chicken mode, and we just hit start. That's it. An hour and a half later, the chicken was done. It did tell me to flip it probably about an hour into it. Looks pretty good. Got a little crispy on the top, but I'm okay with that. If you want to avoid the overbrowning, don't stuff the inside of the chicken. I was told it can throw off the sensor. After a 10-minute rest, it's time to cut into this sucker. Ooh, it is just bursting with juices. Definitely got some crispy skin. Okay, first things first, we'll cut thigh section off. Nice looking thigh. The wings. And the part that always comes out overcooked on chickens is the breast. Let's try. It is fully cooked. So we got that right. So far, this is one pretty nice looking chicken. Oh, juicy. Let's take a little bit of this from the breast area here. Oh, that is a delicious chicken. I could probably use a little bit of extra salt, but man, tasty. So there you go. A one-button push chicken with the Typhur Sync air fryer. I think it's a great air fryer. So when choosing between this and the Dome 2, I think it's gonna come down, do you need the height and do you wanna be able to cook large items, or do you want that bottom element to do things like steaks and pizzas? Either way, I think they're both great air fryers. If you're enjoying this content, please do the YouTube likey subscribe thing. YouTube loves it when you leave a like. I like it when you leave a comment. I answer just about every comment in my comment section. If you really want to support this channel, consider becoming a member. You get behind the scenes access, early updates, you get all kinds of fun stuff, shout outs, producer credits, but if you can't, subscribing is enough. So with all that out of the way, I guess there's only one question left to answer. What kind of coffee does a chicken drink? Espresso. Yeah, pretty bad. Dad may tell horrible dad jokes, cook some amazing chickens using an air fryer, but one thing Dad will never do is an outro. So that's it. Bye. This is the part where I thank all of my members. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for your support, and rock on. I don't know why I said rock on, but rock on.